What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here. It's time to bring you a new reaction video. But before that, 75% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed. This means two things. You're either brand new to the channel or returning. And I do hope that this video gets you to hit that subscribe button today. Last year, we didn't hit our goal of 400,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. We almost got there, and we were so close to 100,000 new subscribers in that year. But I still need more people to join and subscribe to get my channel to hit 1 million subscribers. This upcoming year, the new goal is 500,000 subscribers, and I need you to hit that subscribe button today so we can hit it this year. I know we can do it. What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here bringing another reaction, and it's been a long time in the waiting period of this video. Now, 4 months ago, we got the Shredder files basically started. And we basically got a video from DaChamp that was from 4 months ago, the diabolical trials of Shredder. This video dropped, and it was fantastic. Then 3 months ago, we had the demonic trials of Tengu Shredder. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, apologies. But now that we have the finale, Shredder, a generational hater video that just dropped. We are finally going to see the conclusion of this 3 series of videos / court case on how fucked up and OP and hateful this motherfucker is. And also, if you really think about it, this video is over an hour long. The first two were together about an hour. Like, this one's 34 minutes, that one's 25. So, roughly, we have 2 hours of DaChamp talking about Shredder. And, of course, there's still more videos on his channel I probably should check out and or react to. If you guys want me to, let me know down below what I should check out next, because it'll probably be a while before the next video by DaChamp. This was a long wait period, and honestly, I thought this video would drop in December, but I was wrong, and now it's 2 months later, and this is where we are now. So, let's get into this. Link in the description. Don't forget to show your support to DaChamp. Congrats on hitting 2 million subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, like the original video, link is in the description. Let's get into this and check out the finale of the Shredder, a generational hater.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
So for her punishment, you think he would just ground her or spank her or something? No. He decided to hang her over a...
Okay, so off the bat, because of the way this looks, this Shredder is something I don't know anything about. I never watched this TMNT. I know what this TMNT is. It's a more recent one. But I've never watched any of it.
Giant pit of mutagen! No, bro, I've seen enough. Congratulations, you 4 out of and you too, you deadbeat trifling ass son of a bitch. I finally found the worst dad in y'all, bro. Holy God. Oh, even Tiger Claw was like, man, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, she will be perfectly fine. Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final trial of the Shredder. And the last challenger has approached to be judged for that superb round table status. And my God, it is time for one of the greatest haters of all time. And I mean this with no exaggeration. Top 5. Damn near GOAT status if it wasn't for this. It is none other than the 2012 Shredder. So y'all already know how this goes down. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, it is time for the finale of the Shredder Trials.
Saw my mic was picking up too much, so I had to turn down a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, the genesis of hatred. Now, as we know with these trials, we have dealt with some crazy cases, from the mass murdering alien to the demon that rose from hell. But now we are finally dealing with the human. But that doesn't exempt him from doing some crazy ass shit, because this Shredder is known for being the hating ass nigga. Now, to understand
This is all gonna be new for me. I've never seen anything about this Shredder.
why this man is the way he is, it only feels right to start back all the way at the beginning. So many years ago, the Foot Clan got completely washed by the Hamato clan, and their leader, Oroku Kaiji, was killed. So the only person who was left alive was a baby whose name was none other than Oroku Saki. So the leader of the Hamato clan decided to adopt him and raised him with his other son, Hamato Yoshi, aka Master Splinter. So these boys grew up as the best of friends, brothers. They even served in the damn war together. Look at these boys posted up in Nam. I know nobody was fucking with this squad. And these boys was tight, brothers for life, ride or die. But something happened that completely destroyed their relationship. And it was none other than a female. Oh yeah, these boys did not follow bro code. This is a bad shorty named Tang Shin came in their life. And these niggas was horny. They was fighting and competing for her ass every day. Shredder stayed talking shit saying, "You think Tang Shin want your sorry ass? Nah, she need a real nigga like me." All that shit you be talking and you won't even lay the pipe on the bitch. And over time, their relationship just got
They were only thinking with their dicks.
worse. So at first, Tang Shin dated Saki, but she broke up with that nigga and left him for Yoshi. So Yoshi got up in them cheeks and they ended up having a baby and got married. So Saki let jealousy get the best of him. He could not take this L. He hated this nigga Yoshi. Couldn't even stand being in the same room with the nigga. Every single chance they got, they started fighting each other. Sparring sessions turned into full-blown scrap fest. Even their dad was fed up. He was like, "The hell is wrong with you niggas? All of this fighting over what? Coochie?" But guess what?
In my mind, I was like, he's gonna say all this over some pussy.
Dad's lecture didn't even work. Cause later that night, Shredder started dirty macking. He went up to Tang Shin and told her, "Tang Shin, you looking beautiful as hell today. I know you with that bum ass nigga Yoshi. But hear me out, baby. I want you back. And I don't wanna be no side nigga. I want to be your main nigga." And Tang Shin is not innocent in this situation. She was entertaining this nigga over here smiling and shit. Like, bitch, you're married.
I was about to say the same thing. There's a child in your arms. Why are you doing this?
In your hands right now. What are you doing? And guess what? Yoshi was watching this whole thing, and he was just disgusted. So on one very fateful night, Saki figured out the truth about his entire backstory, how his adopted dad killed his actual dad and destroyed his whole clan. So he plotted to destroy the entire Hamato clan. So later that night, he approached Yoshi and Tang Shin. So he asked Tang Shin, he says, "Shin, I'll ask your fine ass one last time. Be with a real nigga." But Tang Shin told him, "No, side nigga applications are closed." So these boys were about to fight to the death over some coochie. Absolutely ridiculous. So they start fighting to the death.
Oh, it's not even just that. Now this motherfucker just wants to destroy everybody and kill everybody.
And destroying the whole damn house while doing it. And while they was fighting, Yoshi started talking to him and saying, "You're doing all this bullshit for some ass, nigga? Quit your yapping. You know damn well that you can handle all that ass." So the fight started heating up. Literally, Saki hit a candle and the house lit on fire. And the whole fight, Saki was just applying pressure while Yoshi was on the back foot. Look at this, bro tripped him and just tried to repeatedly stab this man's guts out. He was not playing about murdering his brother. So while the fight continued, an absolute tragedy was about to happen.
The wife and the baby are about to get killed.
Saki ended up disarming Yoshi and was about to kill him. But Tang Shin comes in and tries to stop him, and she gets cut down by Saki, dying instantly.
And because of the children's show, they showed nothing. If this was on a children's show, her head would be fucking gone, or her guts would be spilled everywhere.
So Saki tried to run to her, but debris ended up falling on him and burning his face. He got turned into Darth Vader without the mask. And this was just awful. First of all, we got arson for burning down the house. You murdered the only girl that you love while
Where's the baby? Did the baby get cooked?
trying to
I shouldn't have said it that way.
kill your brother. And they don't say this, but it's implied that their dad, Hamato Yuta, died in that house fire. So you also killed your adopted father. But if you didn't think this could get any more fucked up, oh boy. Let me tell you.
What did he do to the baby?
After he leaves the burning house, screaming in agony, he ends up finding their baby. And him thinking Yoshi is dead as well, he says,
If I can't have Tang Shin, then I'll take your daughter, nigga.
Oh.
so
Fuck.
he kidnaps his daughter and raises her as his own to be a foot
Oh,
assassin. And his daughter
fuck.
was none other than Karai. And he kept on telling her every day,
Okay.
You know the man who ruined our family, daughter? It was that vile man, Hamato Yoshi. He killed your mother.
this guy gaslights her every day that Splinter killed her mom. And he has trained her to hate him.
I still gotta think though. Like, we've had stories with Splinter being trained and all that stuff. How did the consciousness of him get in the body of Splinter in this series then?
And she be looking at this picture of her mama every day. And she be thinking, when I get my hands on that rat ass nigga, I'ma kill his ass. Not knowing that the man that actually killed your mother is your so-called father. The Shredder Trials.
Jesus Christ.
Exhibit B. Y'all ready, ladies and gentlemen? I now present to you Exhibit B, Generational Hatred. Yep, we haven't heard this term in a very long time. Not since that zesty-ass, hating-ass, but it's only fair.
Oh god, he's on that level of hatred. Or maybe even further beyond. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a big one. Being on Dio level of generational hate.
Bring it back with this Play-Doh-faced bastard right here. So now we're fast forwarding to present day. So on the national news, they broadcasted a story that said there were ninjas in New York. And the police discovered a ninja star that was from the Turtles, and it had the Hamato clan symbol on it. So guess who was conveniently watching that newscast that day across the world in Japan? Shredder. He saw this shit and immediately thought in his head,
After 15 long years, Mr. Still Your Bitch finally decides to show his rat-ass face. Prepare my private jet.
Roger, Roger. So just off of a hunch that Splinter was alive, this nigga flew from Japan all the way to New York just to confirm his suspicion. So at first he sent Bradford and Zevver to investigate, but they obviously failed. And I swear, bro, he was so pissed off at these niggas. He looked at them and said,
How hard can it be to find a giant-ass rat in New York? And you come to me and tell me that you got your ass beat by nigga turtles. Fucking bootleg Chuck Norris. The fuck are you laughing for, nigga? I should have left your black ass in prison where I found you, boy.
Shredder is not beating the allegations anytime soon. So now it is time for us to observe the first confrontation. Now, out of all the Shredders, this one is the Smoke Demon. He doesn't jump like Utrom, and he doesn't have bailout sorcery like Tengu. He's just gonna one-on-one dog walk your ass. So the Turtles will celebrate their victory, thinking shit was sweet, until they heard this man yell in the distance.
Nigga turtles!
Ah, shit.
Is that rat?
Holy Jesus.
And this fight
I like that meme.
brutality. These boys got dog walked. Raphael came in first to immediately get shut down and kicked into this big ass sign, electrocuting his ass. Then here come Donatello, sorry ass. Bro grabbed his staff, hooked him in his eyes, then backhanded his ass. Told his ass, night, night, nigga. So then Michelangelo tried to chain him up, but he yanks the chain and kicks this man all the way off the roof. So then Leonardo came in, got thrown. Donatello tries to hit him, but his staff cracks in half. And he just looks at him like,
You serious, my brother?
so he ran into each other. Then he speed blitzes them
Oh,
and
fuck off.
diagnoses them with CTE. These boys were cooked. So then he grabs Leo, slams him on the wall, and told him,
Tell me what Splinter is and I promise I'll let you live long enough to watch him die.
but right before he was about to kill bro, he got distracted by mutated Zever and mutated Bradford. And he looked back over and they was out of there. They ain't waste no time to dip. And I ain't about to waste time either. Time to put them charges on that ass. Child abuse ×4. Attempted murder ×4. Assault and battery ×4. Up, and let me not forget, animal abuse ×4. Yep, Peter called and said we can't let that nigga get away with that shit no more. And just off of that, that's 16 charges, nigga. And he beat their ass so bad, he pulled a slave. He started beating their ass in their dreams. That
What?
CTE hit them like a train. So Shredder's main goal was to kill Splinter.
Holy
Because he
shit.
wanted this nigga in the dirt because he stole his bitch. And he was going to do it by any means necessary. Take for example, he sent his so-called daughter to beat the shit out of April O'Neil in a dark alley. I mean, dog, she put her on a wall and put her in a whole wall combo. Bitch could not move. She
That's not even fair.
did not know her frame data. Then look at her walking, oh, help me, just to get grabbed and get that ass knocked out. Child endangerment, my nigga. I'm hitting your ass with that. Sending your daughter to go beat the shit out of an innocent little girl just because she had connections to Splinter.
Yeah, this is, and I believe in this one, April's not even an adult, so yeah, that does fit. Child abuse and child endangerment, yeah.
Kidnapped her just to lure Splinter out of hiding. So late one night, Splinter went to go save April just to see that it was a hologram. Because Shredder actually sold April O'Neil to the fucking Krang.
What?
Like, dog, this man just sold a child to a war-hungry alien race just to lure Splinter out so he could get his get back. So then this man started
Holy fuck!
laughing in the background like,
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
come with the right hook of death out of nowhere. So 15 years later, these boys are about to have the run back. So these boys start scrapping, and Shredder hits him with the mean electric wing god fist. But it got to the point in this fight where Splinter just asked him, nigga, what the f is wrong with you? You can't be this mad at me, your own brother, over a shorty. But this is when Shredder hit Splinter with the bombshell. He told him,
You took the baddest bitch I ever knew from me. So I took the only thing you had left. Your daughter, nigga.
this man Splinter was shook. He thought his daughter died in that house fire all those years ago. But as we know, she didn't. Shredder kidnapped her and raised her as his own daughter. So after
I was wondering if Splinter thought that his daughter or his child died in that fire.
Splinter heard this revelation, he couldn't do shit. The controller disconnected. Shredder just started whooping his ass. Hits him with another electric one god fist. But with an inch of health left, Splinter finally awoke that dog in him that would be in any man's heart if they ever fought another nigga that did some shit to him like this. He started whooping that big metal ass, beating that ass with that wing chun, then kicked him
Holy
across the room.
fuck!
So right when he was about to kill this man, Karai came in and stopped him. And it didn't take long. He looked at her once and he just instantly knew that was his daughter. And he just could not fight anymore. Now here is where we just see the damage Shredder has caused with his manipulation over the years. He told Karai,
Do you see that man, daughter? That is Hamato Yoshi, the man who killed your mother.
Is this nigga serious?
sick bastard. That's all I could say. So she started snapping at Splinter. She told him, Daddy told me what you did to my mom, so I'm gonna kill your rat stinky ass. He's just laughing behind me. Oh my God, he's terrible. So she ran at him, and Splinter just left. He couldn't do this shit no more, and she was just yelling at him.
Honestly, yeah, I don't doubt that Splinter couldn't fight his own daughter. He's got to figure, like, he generally would have to figure out a way to try to convince her that Shredder's lied to her entire life, and that's not going to be easy to fucking do.
At him like, why won't you fight me, you fucking rat-ass coward piece of shit? And it's just the look that he gives her, dog. Just the look of defeat. Your daughter has been manipulated all these years to hate you. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be sick to the bottom of my fucking stomach. The Shredder Trials.
God, that is diabolical.
Exhibit C. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit C, the worst father of all time. Yep. I have dedicated an entire exhibit to explain to you why this man is one of the shittiest dads I've ever seen. Now, is he worse than this nigga? Hell no. At least he technically loved his kid. But the amount of abuse
he saw a means to use and manipulate her. I don't think there was ever an ounce of love, because it's technically not his kid, and that's probably what he just wanted to use that against Splinter.
15-year-old daughter go through will make you want to pick up the phone and call CPS in a heartbeat. So, example 1. Now, we already know that he trained his daughter to be an assassin and do dirty work for him. And we know very well that Shredder does not tolerate failure. So one day she came back from a mission, and she's just doing her regular routine, coming in and showing respect for her dad. Daddy, I have completed the mission. But Shredder told her,
Right. I heard you had the chance to kill one of them nigga turtles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So tell me, why the fuck their bodies are not in front of me right now?
They escaped, duh. So they kept on arguing. And it got to a point where Karai decided to be a smartass. While he yelling about how she let them escape, she yapped back at this nigga and told him, they escaped from you, didn't they? And this nigga snapped.
Oh, no!
So he came down and told her,
next time you ever open your fat ass mouth like that again, I will close that shit permanently. You understand me, little girl?
I understand, father.
Now fuck up my face and go kill them green niggas.
Like, dog.
Oh, God. I was not expecting her to talk back like that. Like, they got away from you.
Fuck about nothing else than killing Splinter, even over his daughter's priorities. Swear to God, she came in one day and told him, Dad, life is lifing right now, and I'm just not mentally here anymore.
Little girl, do you think I give a flying fuck about your mental right now? The only thing you need to be thinking mentally right now is how to kill that fat ass trifling rat. Now get the step in and make daddy proud.
Yes, father. Again, terrible nigga. Example 3, using his daughter as a test subject. So Shredder made a deal with the Crown to make him robotic foot soldiers. So guess who he decided to test them out on? Karai. He straight up had these niggas come in her room and jump her. And they did not hold back. They was programmed to kill her. So while she was fighting for her life, getting jumped by Terminators.
But I generally could see Shredder not giving a fucking, these things were here to murder. So if she slipped up and died, he would not shed a tear. He wouldn't care, because guess what? She failed.
Crushing her wrist, and they was about to kill her until Shredder finally stopped them. So he walks in.
I guess I'm wrong about that. Okay.
Looks like these robots are deadlier than expected.
So Karai was like, oh my God, I thought they were gonna kill me, but you wouldn't let them do that to me, right, Dad? And this nigga looked at her dead in the face and said,
you should be lucky the skills that I taught you over the years bailed you out. If not for my skills, we'd be having a funeral for you tomorrow.
Example number 4, denying the truth. So over time.
So basically, if she didn't last long and hold out and hold her own and die, and they were about to kill her quickly, he would have let her die.
Karai did some digging And she ended up figuring out that Splinter was her actual dad. Because that photo that she always be looking at of her mom was ripped in half. And when she went to go see Splinter, he had the full photo of him and his wife.
Lord have mercy.
So this basically explained that the only photo that this man Shredder gave her was a picture that he ripped in half because Splinter was in it. Nah, bro, this is the pettiest nigga I have ever seen. Nigga said, oh yeah, I'll give you a picture.
Honestly, that was pretty stupid of him. He could have literally have, like, make sure she had a photo of the mom of any type. But to have one to possibly have evidence or lead towards the actual truth, that was just Shredder being fucking stupid, let's be honest.
Your mom, but first let me carefully cut this bitch ass nigga out of it. Oh my god! So she goes back to Shredder, and she just straight up told him,
You're not my dad!
and he walked down and told her,
Damn, took you long enough. Tiger Claw, take her to the dungeon.
so this man just locked her up in a cell. So then the next day, he came back and said,
Right. Even though Splinter is your biological father, I am still your father at the end of the day because I simply couldn't let you be raised by that piece of shit rat. Hopefully one day you come to realize I did this for your own safety.
like, bro, this man is really trying to justify kidnapping her when she was a baby. This man is so in the head, it's insane. So a bit of time passed, and she ended up escaping. And she decided, I'm gonna sneak this man. But Shredder was already 2 steps ahead of her.
Oh, no. Oh, no, this is not, no. You're not skilled enough to take on, you're not skilled enough to take him on.
He had a whole decoy in his throne. Then he comes out the corner like,
Little girl, did you really think that you could sneak the nigga? That taught you how to sneak niggas in the first place?
but Karai was not trying to hear that lecture. She threw a smoke bomb and instantly dived in. But she was just hitting air the entire time. This nigga Shredder.
He's got that
So
dodge.
then she tries to stab him, but he catches the sword. Then he tells her,
Foolish child, I taught you everything I know, little nigga, so I know your every move.
so then he backhands her like my dad did when I said my first cuss word in front of him. Still to this day, I will never cuss in front of my parents. So then he brings her down, and it was over. All the lights turned on in the base, and he whooped her ass in front of the whole Foot Clan. So after beating her ass, he ends up doing one of the worst things any
I'm assuming this is going towards where we saw at the very beginning of this video.
Shredder has ever done. And that leads us into example 5. He decided to hang her over a giant mutagen pit so he could use her as bait for Splinter and the Turtles. This was so absurd. Tiger Claw, his right-hand man, was like, my nigga, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, nigga. She will be perfectly fine. Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
So Splinter and the Turtles pull up, and Splinter and Shredder start having a child custody battle over Karai. This shit went from TMNT to an episode of Paternity Court. But while they was fighting, some foot bots end up wrapping up Splinter and pinning him down. So while that was happening, Leonardo tried to jump up and save Karai. But this man Shredder jumped up to try to hit him, but he hits the chain, and Karai gets dropped in a pit of mutagen. So she ended up getting turned into a mindless serpent. And
What?
Shredder's just looking at her like, so guess what's the first thing this bastard does? He runs down to Splinter and immediately starts blaming him, yelling at him saying,
Hamato Yoshi, you did this!
Bitch, please.
like, nigga, oh my God, this motherfucker is allergic to taking accountability. If we look at the instant replay, we can clearly see your big rollicking
Like, even if Leo didn't dodge, the swipe would not change. If Leo got decapitated, the chain would have still broke and she would have still fell, and there was no chance of him saving her. It's still all of your fucking fault.
muscular ass hit the chain and drew.
Like, there's no chance that even if Leo's head got decapitated right there, like if Leo got hit and took that hit, the blade would still cut the chain right there. That is 1,000,000,000% his fucking fault.
Hit the chain and drop your daughter in that pit of shit. And you start blaming Splinter. Okay, nigga. So I guess we just gonna blame him for everything now. We gonna blame him for taking your bitch, killing your ex, then dropping your daughter in a deadly pit of mutagen. But
Okay, so that mutagen is probably what also transformed him into Splinter. Gotcha, okay.
it's all Splinter's fault, right? Unbelievable. But if you didn't think it could get worse than this, let's go into our final example of Father of the Year. Example 6, brainwashing your daughter. So when he got Karai back, after finding her in the streets being a wild serpent, he decided, my daughter's been a little disobedient lately. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brainwash her so I can control her. So that's what he did. He started putting mind control worms in her brain so he could control her every move and take away her free will. Lord have mercy. First ballot.
Holy fuck!
Hall of Famer in the Worst Dads Hall of Fame. The Shredder Trials.
Holy fuck balls!
Exhibit D. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit D.
How many more exhibits are we going to have? There's still a good chunk of this goddamn video!
Planetary devastation. Yeah, we are now past the halfway point in this trial. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know this right now. Everything after this point is just completely outrageous, if you didn't already think so in the first place. Now, before we get to this man's planetary level feat,
no wonder this video took 3 fucking months to make. God damn!
We have to go over some more horrific things this man has done. So, our first case in Exhibit D is his mutilation spree. Now, we already know he decided to turn his daughter into a flesh-eating snake hybrid, but Karai wasn't the only person he decided to mutate. Matter of fact, there's 3 others. And our first victim is somebody we all know very well. Good old Baxter Stockman.
Never fails that he gets fucked up in every series.
Yeah, this nigga can't catch a break. It don't matter what iteration it is. Each variant of this motherfucker just gets violated.
Yep.
And this one is quite possibly his worst fate. So
what?
Stockman in this universe was captured by the Foot because he was trying to steal some of Shredder's goods. So Shredder decided to put his brain to use and basically make this man, well, quite literally, a slave. And if he f***ed up, well, he can just ask what happened to his 2003 counterpart. So
how is it worse than that? What is he gonna do to this man?
Obvious Baxter Stockman fashion, this man fails multiple times miserably. So Shredder had enough. He put a collar on him with mutagen vials attached to it. And if he pissed him off one more time, he would set it off. So one fateful night, he walked up to bro and said,
You nappy-headed Smash Bros cut-ass nigga, what the fuck is this?
But Master Shredder, this is my duck human concept. It can swim, fly, it even knows taekwondo. Come on, Master, you gotta see the vision.
Hit it with the bullshit, nigga.
He smashed all of his shit everywhere and tells him,
You have failed me for the last time.
So he pulls out the trigger and is about to detonate it. So Stockman was begging for dear life, but Shredder didn't care. He clicked it. So the timer started going off and this man started panicking, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So the timer stops beating and Shredder just walks away. And Stockman thinks he has been spared.
No.
That was far from what was about to happen. The vials buzzed all over him. Pause. But yeah, mutagen was all over his body. And Stockman's fate, this man got turned into a fly. Like,
oh.
Bro, what is this? All the animals, a fly? Insane work, bro. Then Shredder came down saying,
Look at you now, you disgusting, nasty fuck. Now be a good little housefly, or I will swat your black ass and put your guts on display. Now take some chocolate, fuck nigga.
Buzz. Yes, Master Shredder. So after he made Stockman his first victim.
That can't be the end of it, though, like, for Stockman, because I don't think that's worse than being tortured, mutilated, ripped apart, and turned into nothing but an eyeball and a fucking brain in a jar. Getting turned into a fly, that's just gotta be the start. because that is nowhere near still as worse as he's had it in other series.
He decided to mutate 2 more victims, and that was none other than Rocksteady and Bebop. Now, he decided to
Okay, those are okay. Those ones I can see, yeah.
mutate them because A, they stole his helmet one day and tried to sell it on the black market, and B, they kidnapped Karai when she was a mindless serpent and used her as ransom. These boys were just asking for a death sentence. So when they finally
Damn, they did that much stupidity? God damn.
captured them, this man Shredder came up and he could have just killed them right here. But instead, he decided to be merciful. He said,
You niggas are going to amuse me. Throw them in the pit!
so first was Bebop, and in all honesty, he deserves it for rocking this whack-ass mohawk. Like, dog, what the hell is this? No fade or nothing, not even a hairline. So he gets thrown into the pit, and he starts tweaking out in there. Niggas started hitting the SIMP straps my pants. Then they smack Rocksteady's big ass in there. And Shredder's just watching this with joy in his face right now. Look at this sick individual just loving every second of this shit. So when they came out, Bebop got turned into a ugly-ass warthog, and Rocksteady a fat-ass rhino. So they tried to retaliate, because they was obviously mad as hell. So first up was Bebop. Nigga came in spinning on some Michael Jackson shit.
That's also got to be the skinniest version of him I've ever seen with his mutated self.
For Shredder to speed blitz this man and break his ribs. Nigga on his knees looking like he just ate
Usually they're both just big, fat, bulky motherfuckers, but this is the skinniest version of him I've ever fucking seen.
3 a.m. Taco Bell. Then floodgates is about to open. So then Rocksteady charges at this man, but he blocks it, grabs him by the horn, sweeps him, then rolls this fat ass rhino like a bowling ball.
Damn!
This is actually insane. Y'all know how much rhinos weigh, right? Rocksteady is a white rhino. That motherfucker is at least 5,000 pounds. And he just casually rolled this nigga like a bowling ball. After he mutated them, he then beat them into submission. And now they had to work for him for the rest of their lives. And with that, we wrap up our little mutilation case. Now, case 2 of Exhibit D, the 1v8. Now,
There still has to be more for the other guy.
now, Shredder has had multiple fights with the Turtles, and to be quite honest with you, the result of every fight is usually the same as always. Shredder beats the living dog crap out of them until they are on the brink of death and have to retreat. But this one, however, though, was a little bit more nastier than usual. Because instead of just fighting 4 turtles, this man got jumped by a total of 8 mutants and lived to tell the tale. Now, this is actually insane. First off, the other 4 mutants that are with the turtles are the mute animals. These 4 consist of Slash, an oversized turtle that is built like Bowser, Leatherhead, a ginormous mutant gator straight out of Florida, a kinetic monkey, and this pigeon nigga. I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest with you. But them and the turtles had this man
What the fuck?
surrounded. So
Hold up, go back. What did you gotta, what the fuck? What the fuck is that design?
this is, to be honest with you. But them and the turtles had this man Shredder surrounded. So logically thinking, you see this and you're like, oh my god. It's
Nah,
over
Shredder
for
has this.
This man's about to get jumped. No. Quite the opposite exactly. This man started laying hands on all 8 of these niggas. Did you
Yeah.
see what he just did to that fat ass gator? He picked up this 1,000-pound gator and just slammed him. This is a Florida man. And just look at him. He hasn't even moved from the same spot. Pause and replay. He just grabbed that nigga pigeon out of the air mid-attack, chucked him across the room while still getting jumped and surviving psychic attacks. So he starts laying the feet and the hands on their ass. Replay again. Look at what he just did to Caesar. Nigga whipped his leg back, had this nigga in the spinal position, and
His eye, yeah, I was about to say, the eyes are popping.
then throws this curious monkey along with Michelangelo and Donatello. So right after that, the heavyweights come up and try to sneak him, but Shredder hit these boys with the shing, 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 sent these boys packing. But wait, make some
Holy
room,
shit.
because here comes Nigga Pigeon. I don't even know where it came from. He just flew out of nowhere. So while Shredder continued to fight Leonardo and Raphael in the same spot, by the way, this man has not
moved.
away from this circle once. He ends up knocking both of them out, and this man just won a 1v8 with relative ease. He didn't even break a sweat, and he didn't move from the circle once. Like, That is insane.
Motherfucker is a pro, a king of the mountain.
Ended up living after this is because a statue fell on them, and you best believe they was out of there. It may have been a 1v8, but
They saw an opportunity to get the fuck out and they took it.
battle. So when they finally got Shredder out of the rubble, this man just stood there for a second just to charge up his scream, and then he just let it all out. This man was pissed. The nigga turtles got bailed out once again. But anyways, charge-wise, to sum it up, that's like 8 attempted murders, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like, good God, bro. This man is having a historic
Holy
roundtable run.
fuck.
So, now we get to the point where this man put the entire planet at risk multiple times. And we started off with case 3, helping the Krang invade Earth. So Shredder had a mutual alliance with the Krang, and they had a very great business relationship. After taking one of them hostage, beating them to death, selling a literal child to them, and mutually
I'm assuming April got returned or saved at some point.
hating the turtles. They had a very great working relationship. So one day, the Krang came to Shredder with a proposal. They proposed that you help us take over New York and the world. And in return, we will help you turn your daughter back from a mindless serpent into a human again. So Shredder decided to take the deal. Because A, this nigga does not give a about humanity. I mean, he literally could not care less. And B, they made him another offer that he couldn't refuse. They were gonna bring him Splinter. So when he heard this, he jumped out his seat with joy. He was like,
Oh yeah, go on ahead. Fuck up this whole damn planet. I don't give a fuck. Bring me
True.
that ugly ass rat.
so
Yep.
exactly one day later, the Krang invade Earth. They are fucking up everything. It is literally doomsday out here. The Krang crime is out here squirting on niggas' paws. And then look at his next part, bro. This poor kid is trying to protect his little sister, trying to get to safety, and he ends up running into Shredder just ore farming. That kid looked at him
Oh.
for 2 seconds
He's literally about to murder 2 kids.
and dipped out of there. Little
Oh,
nigga fell-
I thought they would have a moment of him jumping and they would cut to a different thing or something, but like indicating or basically suggesting that he just killed 2 children.
Out that aura and his fight or flight senses kicked in. So after this man put the whole city on fire and mean mugged this kid, he caught this man Leonardo lacking so hard. Leo was just out in the streets trying to help, and he ended up running into Shredder and his goons, ready to jump this nigga. So Shredder said,
Boys, cook that nigga.
so they start jumping and stomping Leonardo out. So Bro
Oh.
tried to fight back, and my God, he did his best. But Shredder just teleports right behind him, and Leonardo knew, you could see from his face, he's behind me, isn't he?
Hi, how are you?
So after jumping Leonardo and sending him to the Shadow Realm, he ends up encountering Splinter. So Splinter straight up told him, where is my son? And Shredder told him exactly.
Oh, I just took him. Just like your daughter.
And then this man just starts like,
Damn.
this is a sick nigga, dog. He will not stop until he takes everything from this man. So Shredder starts beating the life out of him, throwing him into forklifts and multiple steel pipes just dropping on him. So Shredder walks up to Splinter, grabs him by the goatee. That is so disrespectful, bro. Grabbing another man by his beard is crazy. So he pulls out the blade.
That'd be
He's like,
painful.
This is for taking my bitch, you thieving, conniving motherfucker.
but Leatherhead comes out of nowhere, straight out of Orlando, and starts biting and chopping on this man.
Damn!
And shit, good God.
The amount of pressure that could be, that's bone shattering and stuff. Even if you're with armor and everything, that's a lot of fucking damage.
Throws him in the rafters. So you gotta think, no way anybody survives that. Bro literally got 8. Like he was feasting on him. But Leatherhead must have forgot from that last encounter they had that this man Shredder is a certified Floridian. He came up and started whooping this gator's ass.
He went back for the mouth.
Then he just starts beating his sides in. That nigga Leatherhead started crying for help. This was just outrageous. Then he runs at this gator at full speed and drop kicks him.
Woo!
This 1,000-pound gator back to the sewers. Bro said you should have stayed your ass in Florida, nigga. So after that happened, Splinter ended up getting a rage boost, and he runs at Shredder and spears him. And they start falling down to the sewers. So when they fell in the sewers, the Turtles and everybody ended up seeing this, but they were blocked off, so they couldn't help at all. And Shredder was excited. He said,
Yeah. Watch closely, kids. Pay attention to how your daddy dies.
Shredder was enjoying every second beating this man in front of his kids. So then he threw some smoke in his face, and he jumps up and tries to kill him. But Splinter ends up using his ult, and he ends up getting a critical hit on this man. Sent this man packing into a wall. So Splinter thought it was over, and it was.
Don't ever let your guard down.
For him. Shredder smacks this man upside the head, knocking him on the ground, then started beating him to death. This was so brutal they didn't even show it. Then he picked up his body, walked over to the water, and threw his body in and flushed him down the toilet in front of his kids. And they couldn't do nothing about it. And he just looked at him like, "You're next," and left. So the repercussions after this were wild. First, New York got completely taken over by aliens because of this man. Second, Leonardo became a vegetable after getting jumped. And last but not least, the Foot Clan ended up finding Splinter's body. And this man wasn't even the same. He was in a feral state. Shredder beat him so hard he broke his mind. So he decided, you know what? Instead of killing you, I'm gonna lock you up in a cage so I can watch you rot. And then I'm gonna restore your mind at the last minute before I kill you.
So what, he's just going based off animal instincts right now? What the fuck?
It was me. This man is a sick individual. This is elite hating. I have to tip my hat to it because this is ridiculous. But that was only the first time this man put the planet at risk. Let's talk about the second time he did it, and the moment that made him a top 5 hater of all time.
Oh my god. He's in possible league with these motherfuckers, Dr. Doom, Reverse Flash, Frieza, and Dio?
Of all time. Case 4. Destroying Earth. So some time passes after the Krang invasion, and the Traceraton race decides to come to Earth and plant a bomb that will activate a black hole and destroy the planet. So the Turtles needed all the help that they could get, even if it meant teaming up with their arch nemesis, Shredder, because the planet is literally on the line right now. So Shredder and Splinter both swallow their pride and make a temporary alliance so they all don't die. So they go off to battle and beating the ever-living crap out of these Triceratons. Shredder was murdering these niggas, quite literally. So they all end up getting to Central Park, and there is a massive battle just going on right now. And they have to hurry because the bomb is about to go off. They got about a good minute left. So Splinter ends up taking off to try to defuse it. But Shredder looked over and saw the time, and he was like, he's not gonna make it. So guess what Shredder does? He takes off right behind him. And when Splinter reaches for the bomb, he stabs this man in the back, dooming the planet.
What?
So the bomb ends up going off, and Splinter dies. So Tiger
What?
Claw was like, "Nigga, what the fuck have you done?" And all Shredder said was, "Hamato Yoshi is dead. I could not give a fuck about this planet. All y'all niggas can die because I'm dying at peace." Elite hating. This man just destroyed the earth, killing billions and sacrificing himself just so his op could die. And the earth got sucked up in a black hole and went kaboom.
There's no kaboom, it just got consumed.
Man. How many people are in the world? This man just killed 8 billion bodies. Shredder's in the hole.
How do you continue the story after everyone got absorbed by a fucking black hole? There's no coming back. The story is over. What more can this man do? Everyone's fucking dead.
Hall of Fame. Round Table Black Air Force Hall of Famer. Now, luckily for these niggas, they got bailed out because good old Dr. Honeycutt came down and helped them reverse things, even though that timeline and version of Earth is just straight up cooked. But in the reverse timeline, Splinter caught Shredder trying to sneak him. The bomb got defused, and Shredder got his ass whooped. Splinter
So they had some random time manipulation bullshit save their ass, okay?
took this man out of rage, hitting all of his vital points, bringing him to his knees, then walked up to him and finished him off. Shredder was done. Splinter left this man on the brink of death and paralyzed, and it was a mercy that he didn't kill him after what he did. But unfortunately for Splinter,
That's actually a really stupid mistake. You should just murder him because he's that level of hatred that he will not stop no matter what. The only thing that will stop him is when his heart and his brain no longer function.
him sparing Shredder right here was the biggest mistake he could have ever made, because this could have prevented what was about to happen.
Oh,
The
God.
Shredder trial.
Oh, God. Splinter.
Exhibit E.
It's still going!
We have reached the end, the final exhibit of the Shredder trials. And there is no better way to end it than with the most unhinged, monstrous, mentally unstable version of this nigga, his final form. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Shredder. So after Shredder lost to Splinter, after destroying Earth and ruining a whole timeline, he was on the brink of death. Splinter beat his ass so bad he put that nigga on life support. And his mental state is the worst it's ever been. The nigga was already delusional, but now he's literally mentally ill. So he told Baxter Stockman, "Shoot me up with mutagen." So Stockman's ass was like, "Master Shredder, buzz. I don't know about that one." Shredder grabbed his throat and told him, "Do it or I'ma rip off your fucking head, nigga." Oh, yes, master. So Stockman shot this man up with all the mutagen they had, and he started transforming into a monster. Nigga grew Wolverine claws and had blades coming out his whole body. And look how he just bitch slaps Baxter Stockman for the fuck of it. And this man fully transformed into the Super Shredder. This was a living nightmare. This man was already strong as hell as a regular human. And you gave this nigga powers? Good God.
And he just looks like a goddamn menace. That mutation, what the fuck?
Everybody was fucked. So Super Shredder's first order of business was to deal with his daughter because she took over the foot.
You know, it's been a while since we even heard or had anything to do with the daughter.
Pull up on the foot. You just hear this man Shredder walking. Doom, doom, doom. With them ugly ass, nasty ass, size 25 ass feet. Nigga had the whole room shook when he entered. And here comes this mentally ill nigga talking about, "My daughter, I did this for you. To kill that rat that killed your mother." But she was not having that. She said, "Ew, gross. Back the fuck away from me." So she sends a foot.
Also, you're the one that killed her. Stop saying it's Splinter. She knows.
Into Adam, but they got washed, thrown around like
Yeah, I'm sorry. No one in the Foot Clan can handle Shredder.
dolls. So Karai and Shinigami try to attack this man. They get thrown across the room. And my God, what happened to old girl right here is a travesty. She tried to be saucy and shit, using these bats as camouflage and flipping and shit. So she kicks this man twice in the head, no reaction, then pulls out her knives and slices him through the heart. But then she realized, oh my God, I forgot to sharpen these bitches. Bitch. So after she took a hammer fist to the dome, he's about to step on Shorty with them long ass, unclipped ass toenails. But Karai jumps on him with her snake form, but he gives her a right hook, chokes her.
So she can transform between that snake form and her normal human form. Okay.
Then slams her on the ground repeatedly till she was unconscious. And with that, y'all already know what we about to do. Hit that nigga with assault, child abuse, attempted murder, everything, nigga, fuck. You still consider her your daughter, and you just gonna beat her like that? God damn, you didn't have to pick her up and slam her on the ground 3 times, nigga. And then you gave her best friend the nastiest concussion I've ever seen. Shorty gonna have a case of CTE that's never been seen before. So after
I'm sorry, but that wouldn't be a concussion. That'd be a head cave-in from a hit like that.
he beat the hell out of them and took Karai hostage, the turtles pulled up in they raggedy ass whip, and they saw Shredder and they were shook. So they tried to ram bro, but Shredder Splinter picked up the car and threw that bitch across the block.
I'm not surprised.
Nah, bro. Me personally, I'm skipping town. If I see a nigga that just picked up a 4,000-pound car that was speeding down the road at least 60 miles an hour.
When he was human, he threw a 5,000-pound man rhino.
And throw that bitch to the side? I'm out. No, bro. I value my life. So after this, Shredder decided to use Karai as bait again to get Splinter to come out of hiding. So later on, when they went after Shredder in the sewers, they ended up
So Splinter did eventually get his memory back, okay?
seeing some of the most just
That part of the story kind of just went away for a second because we never got any like extra context on that.
disturbing things ever. Shredder had pictures laid out. He just started talking in the background saying,
Gaze upon these pictures, rat. Of all the things you've taken from me, you took my bitch, and then you stole my daughter.
like this nigga was mentally disturbed. They got to the second floor and it got worse. More pictures everywhere. This shit looked like a Silent Hill level. All the pictures just being lit on fire.
Damn.
So Splinter kept on running through this maze till he finally found Karai as she was hanging from the fucking roof. So then Shredder just started walking down the tunnel and Splinter was shook. He saw bro up close and he was terrified. Looking at him like, oh my God, he did all this just to kill me? So Splinter started swinging, but to no avail. This man didn't move an inch. And just off this interaction, you knew how this fight was gonna go. Shredder punches this man into a wall, and while he's out of breath, he just curb stomps him. And you knew that shit was brutal because
damn.
the screen cut to black. You only saw an impact frame, and it just got worse from here. Splinter tried to jump up, but got grabbed and threw this man like Hulk did to Loki, ragdolling him. Karai couldn't even look at this shit. This was the beating of the century. So Splinter started running for his life, going deeper and deeper into the sewers, while Shredder was just tracking him down. So when they got down to this one part that looked like an arena out of a fighting game, Splinter tried to come out and sneak him, but he got grabbed,
Holy
slammed
fuck.
into a wall, then ate another right hook. And it gets even more brutal. Nigga started throwing him, bouncing him off of walls, then carrying him to slam him into another wall. And this fight was all but over. Shredder was about to kill Splinter for a second time, but his arm started tweaking out because of the mutagen. But even though his arm was having a seizure, it didn't stop him. Man still threw him and shatters his ankle with
Damn.
his size 25 ass feet. So with all hope lost, Splinter decided to protect my family. I'm gonna have to sacrifice myself. So he throws a kunai at some conveniently placed bombs, and they both fall down into a seamlessly never-ending pit. So while they're free-falling, they're still throwing hands. Splinter's throwing rights while Shredder's dragging them down.
Holy
They was
fuck
going so crazy,
balls.
Splinter Mike Tyson that nigga bit his ass. Probably gave him rabies since he a rat. But Shredder ends up hitting a steel beam, and Splinter keeps on falling, and he hits the steel beam on the back of his head. And then he hit another one, and then he hit another one, until he finally hit the bottom. The fact that he survived this is insane, but that man was walking no time soon. His leg was shattered, turned into a
How did Splinter not die?
straight spaghetti noodle.
I can actually understand Shredder not dying from this fall and getting his head hit by these steel beams because of what he's become. But honestly, I don't think Splinter should have survived that.
And Shredder, yeah, he climbed out of the pit. Not surprising at all. But Shredder was not done beating on these niggas. Because later on the surface, you just see Leonardo go flying into a car while Shredder is walking up trying to kill this man. So he grabs him and tries to squeeze the life out of him. But April and Karai come in and save this man, thinking that they could hold this man
What the fuck is April gonna do?
back. But they ended up realizing that this man Shredder don't give a damn if you man, woman, reptile, or rat. He's still gonna beat your ass regardless. So April threw a hot dog stand at this nigga with her force
Wait, what?
abilities, but this
When the fuck could April do that? What the fuck? How's she got the goddamn force or the psychic abilities, kinesis? What the fuck?
was just crazy. Bro turned and thundercracked her. When dude mutated, he really took half of Hulk's moveset. Because this is
Very true.
ridiculous. First the throw slam, and now the thunderclap. Oh my goodness. So they keep on fighting, and Karai stabs him in the neck, but she ends up getting backhanded, and he kicks April and sends her rolling. But she uses the force again, pushes that man back, and lo and behold, guess who came to join the fight? So with the help of Truck-kun,
Oh my god! I was like, wait, who threw the truck or who drove the truck into him?
they had to think that
No, it's just happens to be Truck-kun. Okay.
this man was dead. It was a truck tanker, for Christ's sake. The nigga blew up the block.
Ongoing
But soon
isekai
they
truck to the
realized
rescue.
This was no ordinary menace. Bro ate that shit. This man just ate a full-powered attack from Truck-kun. Then he decided to pick it up and throw that hoe at him. Karai was lucky as hell.
Not even isekai truck out of nowhere can stop Shredder.
April had this force shit, because her little ass would have been squashed. But you know who did get squashed? Leonardo. Bro ran at him at full speed trying to recover, jumps up, Superman punch, slams him on the ground,
Fuck.
and is about to kill him. But here come Karai trying to plead and get through to this man. And then here comes Shredder ugly ass like,
Daughter, please, I didn't mean to hurt you. Please call me father.
but she looked at this man dead in the face and told him.
You're not my dad.
Ooh!
So Shredder was
Hit him in the heart, and physically and mentally. You're not my dad.
she punched this man in the heart, physically and mentally.
I just said.
So he had to retreat because he knew his emotions would get the best of him. And after that whole sequence, this man done caught I don't know how
Oh
many
my
cases
God.
of attempted murder and assault. This shit is not countable anymore, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like, damn. So when Shredder got back to base, this man started fiending for more mutagen. He told Stockman,
Hey nigga, I need some more of that good shit.
even Tiger Claw tried to stop him, but he punched him across the room and slammed Stockman's head and said,
Shoot me up with that good shit. No!
"Oh yes, master." So Shredder shot more mutagen into him, making this man a whole fucking addict. And with doing that, Shredder lost all emotional attachments. He did not care for Karai anymore. In all actuality, the nigga actually woke up from his delusional last dream. Nigga finally realized, damn, that ain't my daughter. That's my biggest ops daughter. So shit, I might as well just go kill the bitch. And that's what he
Fuck.
decided to do. All his weaknesses were gone. So later on, he finds Karai's hideout that's got multiple mutants in there, and he busts down the door and just starts going off. Leatherhead tried to tackle him. He boots his big ass gator, slash his kick to the side. Telekinetic monkey man comes in from the top rope, but gets rocked. Oh shit! Then Slash and Leatherhead just start getting their ass beat. Nigga hit a whole combo on this fat ass gator, then threw him into a whole PC setup, and the whole thing just caught on fire. That's how you know that PC was a straight toaster. And after he set the place on fire, he straight up told Karai,
I'm here to kill you, bitch.
and this man held nothing
Fuck.
at all. She was having to fight for her life. She even told them, yo, we're all gonna die in this fire if you don't stop. But this is when we knew this man had no more attachments. He told her,
It is fitting that you die in a fire, just like your mother.
he didn't even care
Oh.
about shit no more. He straight up acknowledges now, yo, I killed that bitch, and I'm about to do the same to you. So with all her rage, she tried to stab this man in the heart, but the sword broke. And just by this feint,
What?
she knew she was about to see her mama.
I'll be honest, I was expecting something to block it, something to stop the blade, but for the heart to be hard enough to stop a solid steel sword and break it?
Electric Wind Godfist her ass off of the second floor. And then she also had debris of the building landing on her. She was cooked, and Shredder looked at her lifeless body and walked away, leaving her to burn alive. Man. Yeah, that's arson, attempted murder, assault, animal abuse, etc. He laid out every motherfucker in there, 1v5, and wiped the whole team. So after this,
Oh,
Karai had to go
shit.
to the hospital. I'm surprised her ass ain't died. But I mean, shit, I guess it's kind of impressive. You survived a sure you can from a
Oh, it's probably due to the fact that Shredder left. Let me go. Oh, not there.
500-pound guy. But out every
It's probably
motherfucker.
due to the fact that Shredder knocked everybody out but her, and she was probably able to get them out.
There, 1v5 and wiped the whole team. So after this, Karai had to go to the hospital. I'm surprised her ass ain't die. But I mean, shit, I guess it's kind of impressive. You survived a Shoryuken from a 500-pound nigga with pure muscle. Even though her neck broke as fuck, at least you get to live another day. But after this, Splinter said enough is enough. I'm killing this nigga tonight. So later that night, on top of this,
My question is, how?
skyscraper, Splinter in a team that consisted of Raphael, April, Slash, and Casey's sorry ass decided to confront Shredder.
Oh, we
So
didn't
they
even see
patiently
much of Casey. Oh, okay.
waited on top of this building until he appeared. So the final showdown between
Holy
Rat and
shit.
Super Nigga began, and both these men knew tonight one of us is not leaving this room.
That is so fitting. The Dark Souls boss health bar is so fitting. Because this motherfucker is beyond help. Beyond bulky as fuck. He is just... What the fuck?
Rooftop alive. So they get to squabbling, and Shredder's already sitting in both line. And look at him, he's crawling for dear life, trying to not get squashed, but he gets grabbed, got flung in the air, then gets his spine shattered. So then here comes his oversized ass coming to get his ass whooped again, just to get twirled around, then throws this obese turtle into this sign. Bro really hit him with the Mario 64. So long, gay Bowser. Ass throw. You know there's got to be a reference because bro looks like Bowser's fat ass. So then here comes Raphael with Tatsumaki Senpuka. But this
Oh,
did
some
nothing
actual
but just piss
damage?
him off.
Okay.
He jumped on this man's back and started stabbing him while Casey was hitting him with drive-bys. But he slams him off of him and pounds his face in. Niggas started beating this shit like y'all nasty niggas when y'all saw Sue Storm. So he boots Raphael across the building, and he ends up hitting Casey, and he started flying off the building. That man started falling 30 floors high. So then here come April, mad as shit. And wait a minute, stop. That hair, I've seen you somewhere before.
Oh my god, I was thinking the same fucking thing. What the hell? And I'm assuming that's how Casey survived, because him falling, I'm sorry. If he falls and hits the ground, he's fucking dead. I'm assuming that she caught him with her psychic powers.
So the reincarnation of Syndrome started throwing debris at him. But Syndrome in this universe was still sorry as hell. Bro got crushed in one hit. You should have listened to Mr. Incredible all those years when he told you, go home, kid. Because you still sorry as hell. So with everybody cooked, it was all up to Splinter. So Splinter entered a flow state and started cooking. He pushed bro back and gave him this crazy midair 6-kick combo. Then ended up cutting off both of his claws in succession. And he actually brought Shredder to his knees. But sadly for Splinter, this was the beginning of the end. When he
I'm assuming
walked
there's a
up to
phase
deliver
2?
the final blow, Shredder smacks this man upright, bounces him like a basketball, then he runs up to him, then grabs his face and starts beating the life out of him, throwing him like a frisbee and shit. This was terrible. So while Splinter was just down and out, and Shredder started running towards him, he had one little trick left up his sleeve. He had a little rope in his sword that he used to trip Shredder up and make him glide and fall off the building. So Raphael and them was happy as shit, thinking that
That's not gonna kill him.
God, the worst was yet to come.
That's not gonna kill him! Come on! We've seen him fall from farther heights and survive before he was this behemoth.
And Shredder could finally say, for the second time and permanently, Yoshi is dead! Throws
Holy shit.
this man's corpse off the building, falling all the way from the top of that roof and dying. So I guess second time's the charm, because Splinter was dead. No coming back to life this time. Shredder won. He completed his lifelong crusade of hatred and killed the man he hated the most, his own brother. All over a bitch. Oh my God! You killed your brother over a shorty! Not once, but twice! This is a type of hatred I've never seen before. Oh, there's a disturbance in the force with this one. And you know what's crazy? Karai didn't even get to go to the funeral because her ass was in a coma. This man teared a whole
Holy fuck.
family apart over some damn coochie. Lord have mercy, my brothers. We must stay focused. We must stay focused. So after this tragedy, the turtle said, nah, this nigga gotta die. We inheriting the beef. So they dressed up in all black for this man's funeral because they was about to slide on his ass. So later that day, they arrived to Shredder's crib and he was waiting for these boys. This nigga was standing on top of the roof with a Molotov just ore farming. So he lit his $2.5 million mansion on fire just so they could all get on the roof. This man is sacrificing literally anything and everything to end their bloodline. First his body and now his crib. So the final battle started and they was jumping Shredder in perfect sync. But even though they were masters of jump jitsu, it still didn't work. Shredder was still beating them like they stole something. This man kicked Michelangelo so hard, the nigga swung his body like 6 times. Then after this, he full sends him across the roof. So at this point, Shredder just started singling him out. First he goes after Donatello. Sweet Chin Music's his smart ass and eliminates him from the battle. Next was Mike.
God
You can't
damn.
tell me this man is not taking this seriously right now. This man is emoting, doing his little dancey dance. So he came down, but Shredder
Of course, Mikey would do something like that.
just dodged it, grabs his nunchuck, slams him on a vent, then punching him out the arena. Mikey got fucking clobbered. So Leonardo and Raphael were the last two standing, and this evisceration just didn't stop. Look at what he just did to Raphael. He just casually grabbed this man, then flipped like an acrobat, then planted his face in the ground. This is just nasty work at this point. But Raphael was not about to go out like that. Because out of all the turtles, this nigga is a fucking menace. He started whooping this nigga, slamming him through walls, then slammed his face.
The Harmon Dangerous, god damn it. Marvel Rivals.
Repeatedly until he broke this man's neck. And he just looking at his hunched over body like, yeah, nigga, fuck you talking about, cuz? I spun from my pouch, fuck, nigga. But even though Raphael turned into the reincarnation of King Von for a second, that man still got up and said, get off my property.
Fuck!
Satan's greatest soldier, stay your ass in hell, nigga. So the last man standing was, of course, Leonardo. So Shredder continues his onslaught and proceeds to beat this man to death. That man Leonardo was fighting for any ounce of plot armor he could get because his ass was about to see God. So he ends up breaking his arm and full sends him about 20 yards. And this looks like the end for the Ninja Turtles. Shredder walked up to his body and said, this is the end, Ninja Turtle. But that last bit of plot armor kicked in for Leonardo. He ends up seeing Splinter's Force Ghost. And Splinter told him, my son, I swear to God, if you do not kill this nigga, I cannot rest in peace. Wake up, my son. Kill this hating ass nigga. So Leonardo tapped into the Avatar state, and he then officially inherited the beef. He got
okay.
So he starts going crazy and puts Shredder in a whole blender. So then he picked back up his sword.
When the pupils disappear, shit gets real.
Passed down from his daddy to him. He ended the cycle. Leonardo decapitated this man. And after he decapitated, bro, Leonardo walked back over to everybody with his head, displayed it, and drops this man's head on the ground, finally putting an end to the Shredder.
Why do I see nothing in that
man's head on?
I'm sorry, but that's just the helmet. That's not even the head. It's hollow. There's nothing inside.
On the ground, finally putting an end.
Oh, I guess it's because it's a kid's show. They couldn't really actually have the head there.
To the Shredder.
I lied.
What?
Hold on there. You thought this was over, didn't you? You thought we was gonna glaze the nigga in the truck.
Did I just see Batman and the Ninja Turtle? I do remember that movie. Actually, I watched it a long time ago. That is part of this universe? Okay.
Oh, and get ready for the next video. No, nigga, we're not done. There is something that this man did that cannot be ignored. And that is why we are having
unless it's probably just like an extra add-on he just wants to talk about. Another add-on to Shredder's generational hate.
Special exhibit.
I'm assuming it's just the fact that he took on Batman.
S, beating the Bat. So Shredder decided to expand his criminal empire. So the city he chose to expand his operations in is none other than like the most dangerous city of all time, Gotham. And I mean, why not? It's fucking open season over there. I mean, criminals break out of Arkham every day because the security's just ass. Like dead ass, it happens every Saturday. These niggas gotta be blind or something. But even though this police force is hot garbage, if you are a criminal here, there is one man that you will fear. And that is none other than a rich man in a bat suit. So, one fateful night, Batman was getting jumped by a bunch of foot ninja. But by nobody's surprise, these boys are light work for this man. Just another day in the office for Gotham's greatest detective. So after he finishes whooping every single one of their asses, he picks up this one foot ninja and starts interrogating them like, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you in my city? But right when the foot ninja started speaking, he catches a shuriken to the dome, and it was by none other than Shredder. This man was not playing around. He said snitches get stitches. I mean, you already know the nigga does not like rats. So why would you decide to be a rat? So Batman tried to get him down with his grappling
Very
gun,
true.
but Shredder just turned around and just cut that junk off. So he decides to drop down to the ground because he's already made his decision to run the hands. And he wanted this too. He said,
I know who you are, Bat.
Oh my god. To personally want a 1v1 Batman does take some big ass balls.
Your ass, so me versus you. One-on-one, no prep time, nigga.
So Shredder threw a smoke bomb and the battle for the best hand throw on the planet began. So Shredder comes in swinging, but Batman activates.
Also, this would be the best advantage for Shredder because no prep time for Batman. He still has probably plenty of countermeasures, but still, give Batman prep time and you're going to fucking lose.
For instinct, but Shredder does a good flip move, knee to the torso, and he got that man Batman staggered. Then he grabs my goat and throws him across the room. And that man Batman was shook. He was like, holy shit, I ain't never fought no nigga like this. And what makes it worse, this nigga ain't give me no fucking prep time. So Batman pops up and throws a bunch of batarangs at him. But this is when Shredder showed that he was on another level. Bro started punching through the batarangs. Batman couldn't even zone this man out.
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So Shredder gets back and starts pressuring him again. But Shredder whips a roundhouse, gets the other one blocked and his leg taken out. Then Batman grabs his head and slams it on the rail. So then this man Shredder was shook. He was thinking, God damn. This motherfucker just gave me at least stage 2 CTE. But Batman was not done with the counter game. Shredder gets up and gets countered again and slammed on the ground. Then he gets up again, starts trying to run his offense, but he gets countered again. Oh,
The counters are real.
That nigga. So he comes flying in with a roundhouse, but Shredder blocks his strikes, slams his head on the control panel, but then he went in for the killing blow and missed. But then here go Batman's super strong ass. Nigga shatters his claws with his bare hands.
Fuck.
Him off of him, then he blocks his next strike, then shatters his other claw. So then he judo throws him, then knees this man's head into a control panel. Hit him so hard he indented his head into it. But Shredder was not about to get bitched like this. He gets up and lands a nice ass combo, then shatters this man's throat. Jesus! There's no wonder Batman be talking like this after damn time. Cause this man just deleted his trachea. So Batman kicks him off of him. And both these boys was cooked. They was putting it all on the line for their legacy. This was that once in a lifetime John Cena versus The Rock match. Braun versus Steph, Christmas Day. These niggas was leaving it all on the court. So Batman jumps down. And right when he jumped, this fight was over. Shredder started charging up the Sato Oshi strike, a legendary Foot Clan technique that will kill you on impact. And it is also deadly to the person that uses it. That's how you know this man Shredder was putting it all on the line. So he hits this man Batman dead in the chest, and it was over. This man's soul left his body, and he got flung into some steel pipes. And Batman, my goat, was cooked. Internal bleeding like crazy and knocked the fuck out. Even Shredder was struggling to get up after using that attack. Now, obviously, Batman survived this attack. Because, I mean, let's be for real. This is the same nigga that dodged a fucking Omega Beam. But it was all
true.
Shredder could say officially for his legacy. He beat Batman one-on-one with straight hands.
Although, to be fair, if Batman had even a single 5 minutes to an hour, does not matter, honestly. Prep time is prep time for Batman. If he just had a little bit of prep time, I think Batman would have taken the win. But for Batman to first encounter a foe that he has no knowledge of, no idea the skills and abilities, that's the best time to take on Batman when you're not known by Batman. But you still have a good chance of losing against Batman. But Shredder, he gets this W. It was a close one, though. He almost lost.
Shredder trials. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final spreadsheet of the 2012 Shredder. And all I gotta say
Oh my
is,
God.
just damn. Now, Since this is the end of the Shredder trials, if I had to rank the 3 Shredders that we did, I would rank them as follows. Bronze medal, Tengu. Silver medal, Utrom. And first place goes to none other than the 2012 Shredder.
I kind of, with what we just witnessed, I agree with this. They are placed properly. And this is the Shredder I know most of. This Shredder I knew a little bit of. Not that much. Knew nothing about this Shredder. And dear God, I agree with this placement.
And there is a reason why. With Utrom, I would say he is the purest of evil out of all of them. But the reason that I put the 2012 version over this man is because he's also pure evil, but the lengths of hatred he went to are insane. Trying to kill a man over a bitch, taking his daughter, killing your ex, killing your dad, annihilating your clan, raising and gaslighting the daughter to hate her actual father, then being one of the worst dads to ever grace the planet, and speaking of the planet, sacrificing it and yourself to kill the man you hated the most, then sacrificing your humanity to kill him again. That is why I have put this man at the #1 spot. So
And I can't disagree.
2012 and Utrom, you have made the round table. Sorry, Tengu, but you didn't make the cut, nigga. Oh, so
Damn.
sad. Anyways, man, that concludes the Shredder trials.
Holy
this
shit.
video was long as shit. So, if you made it this far, drop a like so I can see if people.
Definitely drop a fucking like. This was crazy and well worth the wait.
Actually listen to me yap for like an hour. And yes, the elephant in the room, I know I was gone for like 3 months, my nigga. I'm sorry. To make up for that,
It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Wait, what? He's about to say something.
2 videos a month till the summer. I'm not saying
What? Oh God, I'm gonna be doing a lot of reactions to CJ DaChamp, I feel like.
a whole year yet because I gotta see if I can do this shit first. But I gotta believe in myself. Dear God, help me.
Well, I guess starting this month, this is video 1. We're probably gonna get a second video near the end of this month, and we'll be getting 2 videos onwards for the next 4 months, give or take. A lot of CJ DaChamp reactions coming your guys' way if you guys show the support and want this. So I'm looking forward to more videos. I'm looking forward to more fuckery, and I'm looking for more trials. So if you guys enjoyed this reaction, stay tuned for more. I'll be checking out more. And of course, if there's ones from the past I still haven't checked out, please let me know about the ones you would love me to check out. Also, check out on the channel because I've reacted to quite a bit of CJ DaChamp already. So make sure I haven't already seen what you guys want me to watch. So there's plenty on the channel for you to enjoy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, holy shit, drop a like on this video. This was a huge one to watch. And I'll see you guys next time. Till then, later.
There's a name that shines bright, bringing joy to the night. Steven's killer, he's the king of the screen. With his epic playthroughs, he ranks as a name. Laughing out loud as we watch him explore. From horror to laughter, we can't help but want more. With a heart full of passion, he shares his delight. Steven's killer, take us on another.